by default. Yeah.
Ooh, but yeah, hello, welcome in. Round 7 of Tier 2. Back again. 19 drivers on track for this week, 1 spare seat. Just what reserve drivers we've got. Nano, obviously on screen right now. Back on track for the second time since his return. Curveball's back in the Ferrari. Who else have we got? We got Manic as well.
Mido is going to be set to. I think it's going to be first set lap. Mido's reserving as well at Sauber.
We'll cut to him and see what he can do as he crosses, and he goes pole. Obviously, the only time to cross the line with a 19.7, first time on the board. Who else have we got reserving? We've got a new driver, Taffy. Yeah, brand new driver. So this is the first time we've seen him, so we'll have to see how he gets on. And then that's that. Both McLaren's back in as well after being a bit. Oh, just as I cut to Chesney's runs wide and invalidates his lap. But yeah, a couple of new faces floating around as well, so it would be interesting to see how they get on. F1 Kid said, are there any Monza merchants? Obviously, yeah, last week we had MightyBoo appear out of nowhere in terms of showing his absolutely rapid pace around Monaco. So we'll see if there's anyone else lurking around that has some kind of similar pace.
Starting time from Taffy is
19.5, yeah. Oh yeah, Windex said about the name, yeah, just updated that. We're back. Who has already got 10 laps on the board? Lucas Champion's just about to start his. So we flick through who's that about to come round as well. Kevin Carrot to the line. Setting his first time, which will be a 20.2. Puts in P7. Only the top, what's that, the top 5 at the moment in the 19, so what do you think the pole time's going to be?
Well, before we started, I was actually going to say 19.5, but considering that's already on the board, I suppose it's probably going to drop a couple of attempts, yeah.
I'm interested to have a look. Oh, F1 Kid said, any Italians to put the pressure on? Yes. So in terms of Italians, we've got the Red Bulls. Gremic and Camper both Italian. So weight on their shoulders to bring it home for the country. Anyone else? Don't think so. Let me see where Taffy's from. I don't think he's Italian. I double checked before I called it. No, he's Dutch. So yeah, just the two Italians in Tier 2. Who's yet to set times? We'll go to Camper. Camper's just coming through the end of Sector 2, about to approach Ascari, so we'll finish his first run.
About to set one and take provisional bar.
Yeah, so I don't know what the pod. Taffy's he's a Tier 1 driver, you know, so I guess this is just testing the waters and see how he gets on and whether he needs that push up into Tier 1. But for now, we'll see if he gets on today. Obviously, we've got a couple of quick guys right at the front. Tier 2 overall is very competitive, so he might just be able to slot into the mix and get on well. And then Camper then goes 14th with a 20.3 just behind Kevin Cat. There's very close grouping of cars from P10 downwards to about P15.
Trying then next to see where he can forward as well, and then that's everyone who's attempted the lap. Chesney obviously bad at this, didn't he? So
it's interesting though that he's in the pits. I assume he just fueled for one run. As Manic does a 21 flat, but yeah, I assume then Chesney only did a 5 kg run, just a 1 lap time, and brought it back into the pictures. Is not unusual, but he's back out and he's about to start his time now. So we'll go on board with him for this run and see what he can do. Down to turn 1, second gear, through the first 2 corners, nice and clean, nice and tidy, no real mistakes.
I think the more I've done this track, the more it's stuck out as one where you do just want that lap on the board.
Yeah,
surprisingly easy to ride it.
I guess especially when you get around to Ascari, or even here now, it's very easy to do exactly what you did there and just ride the curb, and you get beached with the plank of the car. Just into Ascari, goes Chesney, perfect in the second sector. Oh, catches too much grip. Oh, he's very lucky not to be
didn't put him out.
So Camper did the exact same thing, but he managed to catch it. Chesney though did not, and it sent him into the barriers. Luckily, yeah, still alive.
Yeah, I thought that would have took off his
wheel,
to be honest. Yeah.
Do you know what? The game's a fan. I hope paused in the chat and said Chesney washed. Oh no. Hello, Clipsy. Hello. Yeah, Lucas Champion on the time. He is. He's down at the moment, so he's only got 13% ERS left. So I think, yeah, considering his line, I don't think he's going to be finishing this lap. I think he's either going to be in the pits or come around to do another cool down run after this. What's it going to be? Yeah, pits. Pits it is. We cut to Mido. He's doing his second run. Currently set P3 on the 19.7. Finds just under a tenth and a half as well in the first sector, so that's going to put him right in the mix with the two front guys. Mido obviously reserved.
That's Mercedes and Bersaluco is just behind Robert Campiastro. They're going for their usual toe, which obviously could be used.
Yeah, I assume they're doing simultaneous laps and they're both doing a run. On this run, I assume Bersaluco's going to get the benefit of the toe, then they swap it round. What's it going to look like though as they come through that first delta? They're quite close on the timing, so I can quickly flick through both of their timings and see what they do. Robert's up, the same with Bersaluco. Both up just over a tenth, well, Bersaluco up nearly 2 tenths. Robert Campiastro up a tenth and a half, so both with plenty of time to find the gaps. A little, maybe too big to get that much of a toe, but probably might take down the delta slightly, get some kind of residual effect.
All depends on how much ERS you use on the original lap going into the final sector as well.
Yeah.
So not
Robert Campiastro then first to cross out of the two. Find some time.
Only small improvements for both of them.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, but look at their ERS usage. Maybe they just ran out of the ERS and it put them below that 10% mark and just drained it excessively to the point that it actually slows them down. But yeah, find improvements, but don't make actually any position gains. Stay 5th and 7th. Taffy's actually coming to. He's turned his ERS off.
I'm not sure what happened there with Choi. I thought on my screen I touched him. It looked like he was on the lap, but it disconnects him. It's just teleporting back to the pits.
Yeah, I was going to say,
it's normally the car would at least do the inbound.
Okay, Nana to the line. Again, uses too much of his ERS up and he's low on fuel, so back into the pits for Nana this run, and that's a 20.9. Far off the pace towards the back, so painful run for him there. Jundi Sundi's on the lap, going through the Lesmos now. Nice and clean, keeps it tidy. 30% of his ERS left as well to deploy. She's at 3, so we see what he can do now. Coming into sector 3 and he's half a second up, sorry. So that's going to put him, it's going to move him up a lot if he can get this to stick. Currently sat 15th, but half a second. I mean, you just look at how closely the times are across the whole grid, really. It's going to move him up into the top 10 at least. 20% left of his ERS, so he's actually turned it onto medium. So different strategy used here to deploy his ERS. Most people are using hot lap. Jundi's choosing medium, and it's worked out well. Finding 4 tenths on his time puts him up to P8 in the 19s now with a 19.9.
Jono next up the line is 2 tenths up at the end of sector 2. So there could be something that potentially lifts him up to provisional pool. Let's see what happens.
Good ERS usage as well, 19.3, 6.3 for Jono, puts him just under 2 tenths ahead of Lucas Champion, who's actually on a run himself. Just started his run, coming towards sector 2 now, so we'll quickly go on board with him and see what he can do in the first sector in comparison to his previous time, and he's a 10th down, so we'll flick away with him for now and see TheMightyBoo, who's half a second up as well. A bit lower on his ERS and he's dropped below that 10% mark, so whether he can still find time to bring him up the order, and he does.
Plenty of it.
19.4, yeah, finds 2 tenths coming out of the parabolic as well, so puts him up still just over a tenth behind Jono, the two closest people in the title fight. I'll quickly bring up the stats just so people are aware of the title fight there between those two drivers at the top.
I missed all of that. Chesney went up to 5th as well.
Yeah. Low on fuel again, so yeah, that'd be him in this lap. We're going forward with Mido, what I quickly just say. Yeah, TheMightyBoo, top of the standings so far on 107 points, 28 points clear of Jono after TheMightyBoo came out on top in Monaco last week. Jono, yeah, 28 points back on 79 points, then it's a further 14 points down to Turbo Snow, and then 9 points down to Kookaburra, and then Banana runs at the top 5 on 54 points, so 5th place is 53 points off the top, so still a lot of people in the mix. Obviously Lucas Champion's actually drawn on points with Banana as well, both 53 off the top, so 6 races left, still plenty can change. In terms of the constructors,
4 tenths off as well. This could be a potential pole, that one.
That's going to put him right in the mix. good for Sauber as well, obviously, because Mbos are not here today, and Sauber 21 points off the top as well, so this could be big considering Kookaburra starting at the back. They can get both their cars right at the front. Good ERS usage as well. Oh, could have chosen a bit of taupe, doesn't want to. 19.5, loses a bit of time but still moves up to P3. Very close to his teammate, full-time driver TheMightyBoo, so very good lap for the reserve driver. What else have we got on laps? Curlboard's on the lap, very scruffy though.
Just make the speed. Yeah. I think it'll surely back off this lap. Unless he's just not got the fuel.
Yeah, Mannix just done a time as well, but Kevin Cow's just started a lap, so we'll follow him around this lap and see what he can do. Currently sat 13th, all very messy through turns 2 and yeah, already, I mean, smart move just to realise that early on that you've probably messed up your time. We'll cut them to phase out and see what phase out.
I think, yeah, the only one on the lap now.
Phase out's yet to click things together really. He's had a couple of painful races where he's been in the mix for a good result. Qualified well, but it's just all dripped away at the end really for him. Paul's asked what's happened to Curlboard. He's made the switch from was trying to make the switch from controller to wheel, so he's racing elsewhere on wheel while he finds the pace on it, and still flicking back to control to pad here, because I don't want him racing in tier 2 on wheel when he's so far off the pace. This is just, you know, there seems no real purpose in doing it, so he's just coming in, I guess, with minimal practice, so that's why he might be slightly off the pace. But I think, as far as I'm aware, this
you also said it's his last race for a few months as well. So.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. So yeah, this is the last time I've actually seen Curlboard for a little bit. So let's see what he can do on this.
Oh, he's out, lost it.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
As he crossed the section point as well, he was on for a potential pole up there.
Wow.
And then he loses it in the scar and into the wall.
That's Piet at best then for him.
Best for him, yeah.
To see if he can hold that, or whether it just slowly ebb down the order. For his sake, I hope he's
the only one on the lap now.
Yeah, we can watch Kevin Cow around. See what he can do.
Everyone else is just beginning to come out of the pits now.
Final runs, yeah.
The toe at the end.
And just see if the Merc boys choose to do the same strat again on their final runs, or whether who gets the slipstream, or whether they just both fight for themselves and do their own thing.
I suppose, yeah. It might have been one each and then just get in the middle of everyone else.
Yeah,
both
true.
Try to get it.
Kevin Cow's down on his time throughout the rest of his lap. Coming through the Lesmos now, down into Ascari to finish off his sector 2. P13 currently, everyone on outlaps apart from the 2 kick drivers and Manet.
Early level.
Finds some time, a bit wide going through the exit there, Ascari, but all within limits. Not much ERS left to deploy though, so it might hamper him towards the end of his run here. We'll bear that in mind as he comes around the final corner now, through Parabolica. Ooh, might get caught in the drain there, that might have lost him a bit of time. That's him done, yeah. No improvements, and he's in the pits, so that's Kevin Cow 13th at best. As Meadows retired. Is that in the pits?
Been up in the pits, so
yeah.
He opted to stick with his lap then at 33. And there's a couple of attempts after he gets to under sector 1.
Big ball strategy. Yeah, we're watching Anna around. Currently sat last on the drivers that have actually set times. The only man behind him is Kookaburra, who's obviously got that quali ban after accumulating enough penalty points last time out to knock him over that limit. So we'll see what's Nano's time looking like. 3/10 up. So where's that going to put him? Nowhere really, is it?
Yeah. All
just past Manet.
Coming on the last factor, if not, then yeah, he's going to be qualifying sort of in the bottom 5 there.
Yeah. Through the final corner, plenty of his ERS left though, so big drain to the line for Nano. I think he'll find a bit more time here. Where will that move him there? He was up to 12, so finds lots of time in sector 3, 7/10 up in the end. 2 very close cars. Who are they?
Robert Campiasso's made a big mistake in his lap, so that's his lap over and done with.
Oh, and Troy's done. Troy's invalidated his final run. That's 13th for Troy, 20.2.
Jono's slightly up as well. And TheMightyBoo looks to be slightly down at the moment, but very early on. A big mistake into the second chicane now, so I don't think he's going to improve it. So not Jono can just improve it. Currently 60 goals there.
Gremic P8, Camper P12 as well. Around the final corner, who's that? Is that Jono? Jono's the line
up to the line.
Finds a bit of time,
slight improvement.
Low point 3.
Lucas champion slightly up, so he might jump Mido for this, but I don't know if he go up that much higher.
Oh no, it doesn't. 8 milliseconds down in the end for him. Who's that then? We're gone with Mercy Lupu's next to the line. No ERS left as he crosses the line, moves up a couple of places, just under 2/10, just ahead of his teammate, who's next up and going to get a little bit of a toe to the line.
His teammate can improve here. No, early in the lap.
MightyBoo's in the wall as well, so he's not. Yeah, that's pole decided then, I assume, for Jono. Yeah, it's everyone done. MightyBoo was on the lap, but I think he ended up in a wall. So Jono again, another pole for him. Well, man likes flexing the vault stats, and we'll won't update that just yet, but that means he gets another pole for the record books, moving him 3 clear of Kookaburra and Wizzy Boy. Up to 9 poles in Tier 2. But it's your championship rivals then, P1, P2, Mido, P3, Lucas Champion as well, P4 as well. Chesney returns to a P5, Taffy, the new reserve, gets a P6, Mercedes, Romanian boys, 7th and 8th, Gremic, P9, and then Phase Out rounds out your top 10. And then outside the top 10, any big hitters really? Well, we've got Kurvold, Troy, Bernanda that's 17th, and then Kookaburra obviously starting at the back, following his quali ban. So a couple of movements that we might see in the race upwards, so we can bear that in mind and see how things are looking for the actual main race in terms of movements throughout the grid.
So according to the chat, Manic was cutting the track on his in lap to get back in and cut in front of Troy, thinking Troy was also on an out lap, I believe. And it's locked Troy, and he said he had 9 tenths in that lap at that point.
Wow.
And apparently the pair made contact, so I don't think it gave either of them a grid penalty for today, but obviously if it gets reported by the sounds of it, that would be a...
Yeah. But Troy's had pace as well around Monza, so I think, yeah, he's going to be kicking himself that there was obviously an incident, so hopefully that gets reported. But yeah, considering Troy's pace, we'll expect to see him cutting through the field. I think everyone's just wanting to have a nice clean opening lap as well. Obviously we'll watch for tyre strats and stuff, but more importantly we'll just have to see if there's any chaos. So we've got the light countdown, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Does Jono maintain his lead? He gets a bit of wheel spin. MightyBoo's up his inside. Jono covers it as well, so they're looking to maintain their positions down to turn 1. Oh, we got Verstappen Hamilton moment. Oh no. They both survive. Further back.
About keep it, yeah.
I cut to back and see if there's anything. Kookaburra still at the back. He might be able to nab 2 quick positions. Yeah. Catch the Alpines napping off the start. Kevin Cow's dropped down to the back. As we cut to Troy, currently P12. Does he make it through? Going into sector 2. Oh, tries a little move around the outside of Gremic there, but catches his wheel and then loses a bit of ground there. Phasar then gets back past him. Further up through the order, all maintained the same. Chesney's trying to move on Taffy, get back past. Taffy's obviously made that position on this opening lap. Oh, that position's not really going to stick. Chesney trying to go around the outside, going into Ascari, and he's having to cut across the gravel there. Oh, dangerous rejoin straight into the Mercedes.
And all might be something. It looks like MightyBoo's going to stick with Jono coming up to. I think he's pulled out of parabolic, and he's going to opt to stick behind so we can get a run into the first turn.
I'll get rid of lap data, but yeah, so we'll see it. How quickly does MightyBoo look for a move? And I think it's, in terms of battery usage, MightyBoo holding off slightly.
His teammate's going to go for it instead. Through him to me though, he's going to take the lead.
Double pass. Oh, is he?
Oh, he's backed out actually.
Oh yeah, it's just he could have gone for a dive, but just position switch there for the two kickmen further back. Gone ball. We'll quickly have a look at his tyres and everything. Quick position change actually. Gremic down 3, Chesney down 4 after that mistake in the gravel. Mercedes men now 6th and 7th. Robert Company actually making good moves up on the opening lap. Camper up 2, Banana up 3. Same with Kookaburra up 3 after his start at the back. terms of tyres though, everyone's on the mediums apart from 2 drivers. Kurobo opts in for the hard start, hoping that people stay out of trouble on the opening lap, and he can benefit well with a softer burst of tyres at the end. But Face out starting on a soft, so very aggressive start for him. Things staying very close through the order though, as we flick through massive DRS strength. That's literally the entire field as Kookaburra makes a move.
Well, Banana's had a moment at Ascari, he's gone off and lost a handful of positions, dropping all the way down to last.
Yeah, last.
Yeah, MightyBoo's going to go in the drain this time, get back in front of his teammate, and is he going to keep going to try and get Jono? Yeah, I think he's going to go for it.
He's going to have the DRS. Jono helpless at the front. Go on board with Mido and watch it. See if Jono tries to stick it up the inside. He does. MightyBoo all the way around. Oh,
someone's just gone flying in.
MightyBoo's been tagged. Not MightyBoo. Who was this? It's his teammate.
The safety car.
Both. Yeah, his teammate was off as well. Surely they haven't come together.
I don't think it was. Oh, there's a coming together at the back as well.
Yeah.
Someone's just.
Kookaburra's lost his wing. I don't know if that was desync. Everyone's just backed up under the delta.
I think people have panicked, for the delta going into the corner.
Yeah, Lucas Champion must have been the one, Chimp said, must have caught Mido, and then it's, of course, Chaos, Mido was all the way in P3, tagged from behind, and then down now to 14th, but Kookaburra, all I just saw was just a group in a cars, obviously panicked with the safety car delta, and Kookaburra gets caught out, pumped from behind, and damage for him, so that's in the pits now for Kookaburra. Did he get a 10-second penalty for that? He did.
I did see Oh Mercy Lupu out as well. Where's that?
Where is he?
Where's that? He's gone into the wall at the end of
wow.
Ascari.
So I don't know what's happened there, but both Mercedes out in one lap. One behind the safety car as well. Yeah, Mido in the chat not happy.
By someone missing their. Yeah, I was going to say someone went into Mido. I can't tell who it was. Someone completely missed their braking, trying to go for move into turn 1.
Chesney's made
off on him.
Well, Chesney's made up a couple of places in amongst all that. I don't know if he was involved or whether he was still further back, but my guess would be Lucas Champion, considering he was behind him on track at the time. So.
No, I don't think it was. I think someone's coming from even further back. Is what it is.
Oh, I mean, it might have been well. In terms of position, who was up there? It was the 2 Mercs were there. Lucas Champion was directly behind, so yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see if anything gets chucked in the ticket. But Kerbold in the chat saying that he was hoping that was a yellow flag. But yeah, obviously him starting on the hards, that has impacted him and obviously sent him towards the back. Kerbold chucking on the hards. One of the Merc guys asking, Mercy Lupu's wheel disconnected.
Oh.
That's painful. I think Robert's asking in the chat who spun him. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you ended up in the wall. I saw your teammate was also off track at the same time, the same corner, so I don't know how he was involved in the incident as well. So feel free to check it in the ticket and we can always look into it. That's a shame because you guys are running well. Mercs are looking strong for solid points again. Running well within the points, but double DNF.
So on the exit of the first chicane, it was Robert Cambiasi locked ties with Taffy to go off the track. They lied, I think, with the right hand side barrier. He's bounced across, and it was Taffy's German somebody who got the extra goal.
Right.
So I can't tell who did it in the first for the first incident.
No, it was not. Well, on stream it was hard to tell. Yeah, Robert said there's some
Robert and Taffy come together and all of that, and then he's just flicked across and took Johnny Sunday with him. Which has caused Johnny Sunday to drop right to the back as well. And all of that as well, I mean, MightyBoo picked an excellent time to take the lead. Yeah,
and amongst all that chaos, yeah, he's gone down inside and he's obviously held it now with the safety car coming out. A couple of people choosing to pit. Kevin Cow's chosen a bit of a late time to come in. He's on the hards now, but drops all the way to the back. Could have maybe been 15th and came out ahead of Johnny Sunday and Kookaburra, but choosing to switch over a bit late, obviously maybe being a bit indecisive of his strategy. Kookaburra obviously serving his 10-second penalty that he got from all the collision as well. So he's now penalty free. In amongst all that, Kurvo's got a 10-second penalty, so I don't know what happened there, whether it's in the same group of instants. He hasn't got any damage. people
was going to say,
heavily
I'm
backing him.
surprised that I know he's already on the hard, so I guess the problem is he would have had to go into another pit stop. But just in case it's not another safety car, I think I would have dived in and just get the 10 seconds off.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't serve it in full racing conditions. I mean, I see if there is another safety car later on, but
Oh, Turbo's not happy with his choice of teammates. Nano's meant to be alright. I would actually have been relatively happy with getting Nano in the car. Nano obviously fought for a Tier 2 championship before, so he's got experience of racing towards the front, so
yeah, I think for the people we know, him and Curable would have been up there.
Two of the
and
best
obviously
reserves,
Taffy's just the unknown,
Yeah.
I think out of the reserves. Yeah. The safety cars in this lap might be massively backing up the field. I think he's planning to send it round Parabolica and try to build a lead there.
very, very slow though.
Already.
Yeah. Catches the edge. Chesney's had a
penalty for Chesney.
and he's going to have to save that in the box, which is even worse for him. Yeah, very, very slow restart. TheMightyBoo catches Jono lacking. There's a bit of a spread already. Lucas Champion 1.2 seconds behind the front two. Chesney gets the move there, right outside. Down into turn 1, makes a stick. Obviously he's got that 10-second penalty though. That's a big moment for Faisal as well. Catches the curve and he's going to lose a position there, I think, to Camper. Yeah, Chesney's obviously, he's going to have to serve that. So even if he comes into the Stewart's room after asking, he unfortunately won't be able to get that removed. Because the game's just naturally going to serve it for him. I don't know if Lucas Champion's got damage. Chesney's got past him, and he's already just legged it up the road past him as well, so...
He doesn't look to have, at least damage we can see, whether or not he's obviously picked up something like rear wing and it's just not showing. In terms of, I can't see any front wing damage on him.
No, I mean, in comparison to Chesney's ERS, he's still got a lot saved up, so whether he just had a bit of a dump to just completely clear him.
He's managed to get back into DRS, hasn't he, like you said, but yeah, he's down at 10%, so he's going to have a big problem sticking in it for the rest of this lap, with the other two are pretty much on 100.
Cut back to the front and see, a little bit of a move there. Yeah, Faisal the next in line, and Camper, and Gremek's looking to get involved as well, so it's 3 wide going down to turn 1. Lucas Champion losing 2 positions along the main straight, looking to be 3. If Gremek can nail his braking. Gets slightly squeezed on the exit. Car's width given though, so nice racing from the pair, but yeah, Lucas Champion down to 6th now after all that. As Taffy and Troy look to race.
They make slight contact, but I think Taffy's going to be ahead going into the chicane. You'd imagine Troy back out?
Yeah, smart racing to be fair, just live to fight another day. P9 though currently for Troy, so up from his starting position, looking to make more progress. Gap's starting to open up at the front, still obviously within DRS, but no one's exactly on each other's gearbox through that front two. Chesney's really closed the gap on the front two, managed to get within the DRS, and looked at, maybe he's just trying to complete push. Troy with a bit of a moment through Ascari there. But there is that break in the train then from the top 10 downwards, as Bananas 1.5 off the back. As Junior Cindy makes it past Manic as well, moving up to P13.
It's a shame to me that he had a terrible restart from being right up there.
We've got a crazy fight happening here, just outside the podium position. As Lucas Champion tries to go around the outside of Faisal, same move he did with Gremek, and he gets that stuck. Contact between Gremek and Faisal, who've slightly locked tyres, but managed to shake each other off, and Gremek now battling with the Williams. Taffy trying to move around the outside, trying to get past his teammate as well. Down into turn 4, lovely clean overtake, double overtake from Taffy. Space giving us also a nice respectful racing there. Gremek though sniffing around, still trying to get past Faisal. His softs will be slightly starting to tick past their sell by date.
Who's Champion's going to look for a move at back now that he's done before Ascari.
Yeah.
He's then they cut back in front of Camper.
I imagine Camper's just going to want to follow him through. Oh, massive! Oh,
he got
Lucas
a huge
Champion's in the
moment,
wall.
he crashed out the
Oh
race.
my, massive crash!
Thank God the ghostly car definitely kicked in then as he came flying across the track.
What a
Another
crash.
safety car.
Massive crash. He flew across the track. As soon as he caught that inside curb, just unsettled his car, sent him flying into the wall when he tried to correct it. That's a frustrating race for Lucas Champion. Never seemed to have. He was just struggling in amongst the Williams and the Red Bulls in terms of maybe what's the straight line speed. Obviously, Chesney cleared him when he got back past them. But yeah, safety car, so it's all eyes on strategy now. The one good thing about Chesney though is he can now serve that penalty. I was going to screw Troy though, because he's going to serve the 10-second penalty.
Yeah,
Troy's having to double stack. Oh, it's lost him ground in this fight. Yeah.
Wow, they're both right to the back.
Just a bystander and all that, Troy.
Chesney's managed to jump Mido then, but that's it.
Curveball opting for that hard start. Banana choosing just to stay on the tyres from the word go. And then Jundi Suddenly, Kevin Cow, Manic all choose to pit. Oh no, Manic hasn't actually. Manic's just down there in amongst the pitted cars. And then Kookaburra obviously pitted after having damage on the opening couple of laps.
Terrible position really for Curl over this 10-second penalty, but he knows if he dives in, he still would have had to make another pit stop. Probably. Yeah. I don't think the mediums would have gotten to the end where everyone on those mediums now know if you needed the hard to really get to the end. Yeah. I think I would have just double stacked them. Yeah,
because at least the hard, you've got a chance of going to the end now on these hards. Now you know that you're going to have to serve the pit stop, and considering how much of a DRS trade it's already looking like it's going to be. It's looking like a painful second half of the race then for Manic and Banana. So we'll see if the safety car comes out, obviously to save them. Enables a little pit stop change. But plenty of changes, obviously. MightyBoo still ahead of Jono. One big thing, obviously, in amongst all this is that Kookaburra is directly ahead of these two guys. So that's something to bear in mind on the restart, because you've got a couple of people that might be expected to maybe be up towards the back, towards the front then instead. So might cause a bit of a blockade in a way of people of Kookaburra, MightyBoo, Jono trying to then get back past the likes of Kevin Cow and Manic. So I don't know if there's a bit of contact behind there, but we'll have to see what happens. Robert saying, did the safety car glitch? No, well, we had another crash. Lucas Champion spectacularly crashed out of this race to bring out a second safety car.
I think the one thing I've seen practicing here is it's so difficult to break the DRS without really having either a significant advantage over someone.
Safety car is in this lap though, so we'll bear in mind and see how things kick off on the restart. Curveball leading the way then on the restart. To cut to the front.
I think he's go for the same strategy. He's really letting the safety car get most of the way in. I'm actually going to try and launch this straight on the exit.
Taking it long, obviously Monza's got a very long straight, so waiting as long as he can. Still choosing to take them. I wonder if he's going to take them all the way to the line.
Yeah, I was expecting to have gone on the exit then. Now he was really.
He's gone. There he goes.
There we go.
Banana's kept him very off. Jundi Cindy caught napping on the restart. Already a 8/10 gap behind. Banana beautifully timed his restart. Behind Curveball.
Ready past
Side by side through turn one. Oh, MightyBoo slightly squeezed off there. Oh, contact between the pair. Oh, MightyBoo's lost ground in that fight. Losing several positions in amongst that. As Kookaburra then looks for a move then on Manic instead. No, massive gap there. There's a massive lockup from Manic as Kookaburra then tries to hunt down both the Alpines, who he passed on the open lap. I know he's back behind them. So Banana made that move stick then down into turn 4. as we were just looking at the action behind. Kurobod's still holding that penalty though, which is going to slightly weigh him down towards the end as action between the McLaren boys at the back. Yeah, Troy, it's a bit painful that he's actually back with Mido here, because Mido is not a slouch. He's not at the back because he's slow, you know, just because of an unlucky incident that sent him into the wall. The pace-wise, he was at the front, so we know what Mido can do. Is he gets a great run out of Parabolica, drops Troy and looks to get past Nana down into turn 1, so we've got movement going on down towards turn 1 further up.
Yeah, John got a double overtake done on the just using the factory there.
Oh, we've got a car go massively off there. Chesney's cut turn 1. Yeah.
And he still gets given a 3-second penalty after all that.
After the little wiggling he was doing. Oh dear. But movement at the front as well. Junior Cindy snipping around. Kurobod, who's holding on to that P2 for now, despite having that penalty. Oh, and who was that? Manic going very wide through the Lesmos. Is Taffy getting very bold through the second Lesmo, making a bold move on Manic.
Johnny got quite bold in the first Lesmo as well to get moved on and coming down.
I guess these people are just trying to make light work in a way and get an overtake done as quickly as possible on these people on different tyre straps.
I think Johnny said he's got to look behind him and realise there's a few spots really into it. Probably Taffy, he was his closest actual competitor after all the pit stop.
Obviously 5-lap tyre difference between the V-carbs, so somewhat on the same strap, but I guess it depends what happens later on in the race with safety cars or further pit stops. I don't know if Cooker will have to pit again, whether he'll try and go towards the end. I think, yeah, there he goes then. Kurobod back into the lead as Jono moves up to P3, looks for a little move on Banana, but stays in P3 for now. Oh, massive moment for Banana though on the exit. And through goes Jono, up into P2. Kurobod next up the road for him.
Oh, Mido's gone off in turn 1 as well.
Oh, second time today already that he's gone off in turn 1. It's painful. Oh, Junior Cindy.
Banana towards the back as well, former teammate.
Junior Cindy pouncing on Banana's mistake as well, so mistake coming out of turn 2 for Banana, cost him 2 positions in the end. Out of the podium, provisionally anyway. Flicking through the other, we've got Gremic very close. Oh, we've got a move in the lead actually. As Jono flies past Kurobod. Yeah.
He's put them very early in the lap, so he's going to give Kurobod DRS down the main straight, and it's just whether or not he can try and go something. Maybe he wins. Maybe he might have done this too early. I think Kurobod can come straight back at him and get this.
Junji Cindy's right involved as well, so Banana's dropped away from the front 3 with his aging medium tyres, so really paying the price at this stage of the race. Hoping it bounces back to him as Kevin Cav drops all the way down to 9th. Further back in the top 10 there. Drops again down to 11. I don't know if Kurobod's
off his ERS.
Yeah, not
I think he's
close.
planning just to try to stick behind him and try to get dragged along. He's gone for a crazy move.
Kurobod very... Oh, it's always going to happen. Chesney's done it again. I don't know what's happened there. He's got damage. Someone's got damage.
Caught, I think, Mido into turn 1.
He's got no end plate.
Actually, no, I think he was slightly ahead of Mido, so it must have been someone else. But yeah, it flicked me across, giving 10-second fail and damage.
It's Manic. Tries to move around the outside of the Nano. Does not work, and he's lost. He might have lost the DRS coming out of the Lesmos here. Keep an eye on that further back, but look at this train. It's filthy. Everyone's in the train.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can see
banana.
again Kurobod DRS off, so he just wants to stick behind Jono, obviously, and the old side.
I wonder what Banana's going to do in terms of his straps. Obviously, Manic was on... I've just realised Manic on this restart was right at the front. He was like in the top 6 or so, all the way down to 14th now, so just getting eaten alive through tyre strategies and differences in tyre wear. But phase out then has cleared Banana. He's trying to then reconnect the trains and reel in Taffy, who's made good progress to clear Ginny Cindy and Banana, and then get to obviously Ginny Cindy drop into 6th after that collision with Kurobod.
after all retakes the lead, John's going to try and hold it out. I think no, he's back now.
Taffy's in a very good situation here.
Oh, someone's off. That's who is this? Phase out drops all the way down the order. He's gone into the gravel and yet turn one.
Yeah, gravel on his tyres down to 13th. Oh, John is retaking the lead as well.
Move as well on Curable. They're holding it to a second chicane. It's not the easiest one to do it to, but they both make it stick.
Too much action, I don't know where to look, but we'll stay with the front and see if Taffy then goes for a move for the lead down into Ascari. Very close, plenty of ERS as well. Looking for a little burn. I don't think he is though. Yeah, gonna stay tucked in behind as Chesney gets the first 3 seconds of the day. Got another yellow flag. Is that Manic? Oh,
Manic. Yeah, he's gone off at the second mission.
Taffy's very close. He's got too much overspeed coming up. Ascari in a way, he's too close. Look at the gap that they've absolutely cleared Curveball.
Taffy's got a huge ERS advantage as well.
Yeah. 50% extra. Sat on hot lap as well, so he's going to fly past John O'Reilly. Through he goes.
Yeah, he's using some overtake here as well.
Yeah, John not really fighting it, knows that they can just tow each other along as MightyBoo then breaks past this pack up into P3, so he's trying to hunt down his tighter rival. He's just up the road from him.
Big lap here for MightyBoo. He's relatively low on the ERS, but needs to push on.
Bananas in the gravel. And the Red Bulls in the gravel.
And as well.
Yeah. Both dropping down to P10 and 11, so both paying the price there as Troy swoops round to move into the points again. That's P9. As Manic's in the pits, I wonder if he's going to retire. Nope, changes, goes onto the hards. Obviously that's serving his first pit stop after staying out on the medium. So the one big thing worth saying amongst P3 and 4 is that MightyBoo hasn't got DRS yet, but he's cleared the DRS behind of Kurabod, so he's not going to have any threat behind, so Junior Cindy then
only just held on to it that lap as well. It was very close. Taffy goes wide into the start.
Taffy's had a bit of a burn as well, down to 26%, so he's tried to do the runner. He's tried to run away.
Yeah, he was so close to building up the second, but he's absolutely ruined it into a scar. I mean, the problem is, I think MightyBoo's now in a situation where I think the front two have broke their lap too soon for him.
Oh, big moment again for Taffy. He was sideways coming through Parabolica, catches it, and that's allowed John to come back through. That's going to be good again for MightyBoo. Gained an extra 0.2 or so, but yeah, like you said, he's in no man's land right now, isn't he? Because he's as Banana finally comes in to serve his pit stop to get rid of those mediums and go hard until the end. But yeah, Kurboard as well, just ahead of this scrap with Kookaburra and Johnny Sunday. Gremick tucked in behind this as well. Very close battling as Gremick tries to go around the outside of Kevin Cowley. Does. Kookaburra apologies.
Tried to go all the way through. Oh no, he's back out. But yeah, so in the end, I thought he was going to go for a very bold move into the second chicane.
Yeah, so gets past Kookaburra there. Kevin Cowley's right in the back of Kookaburra as well. Obviously, slightly older tyres for this pair. Gremick's slightly fresher as well. Up into P6. Obviously had a very good race last time out, 5th in Monaco all the way from the back. So looking for another good solid race here. Obviously 2 penalties ahead of him, so this could be good for Gremick. Could be another good result as we've got. No. Where was going down? But this was before Ascari. We've got a car. Is that a car off as well? Ferrari off.
Yeah, Curveball's now off.
Curveball's in the wall after. What has happened here?
We've suddenly just lost 3 cars like that.
Yeah, Curveball's not up in the chat, so I don't know if he's just lost the car by himself. But MightyBoo then. I don't know what's happening. Oh, Troy's in the chat though.
I wonder if they dive back in.
Troy just said that was one of the best crashes he's ever seen. That's phase out.
Speeding in the pit lane, yeah.
Painful because he's in a car.
I thought I cut to and it looked like the one car was still just floating up in the air. God knows what they managed to do there.
I'm very interested to see the chat after this and see what's happened. Beef between the former teammates, but yeah, they've definitely. Someone's not left space and they've squeezed each other into the wall. That's what's happened there, surely. I'm just interested to find out what's happened there. Whether someone's had a loss of concentration and just flicked it into the wall, maybe, or just squeezed someone, or whether they've gone for a stupid move. I mean, based on it being before Ascari, it looked like a space issue. Banana's in the pits again. and he's on the softs. So we'll see what the tyre life looks like at the end. Him joining Kevin Cal on that strategy, both of them choosing for the softs at the end. But yeah, so Paul's just said advantage Kookaburra. So this is very interesting. So Kookaburra obviously choosing to box in amongst all that. Now on fresh mediums, which can easily get towards the end. And the top 6 all choosing to stay out on their 9-lap old hards.
But despite then taking a bit of time to actually break through, we did see a big enough tyre advantage. So what Johnny, Taffy, and obviously MightyBoo, even though MightyBoo went off early, all making it back up. To
I mean, you saw just early on, like people like Kevin Cal, Manic, just because of and Banana, just because of their tyres, it just heavily compacted the field, and it meant that if you made an overtake stick, you just went flying up the order. Kurwood, what happened in your... Did you just go off by yourself, or did you get tangled up in something?
I think he must have caught the curb at Ascari.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's based on the track map. That's what we assumed would have happened, because it was after Ascari that you were in the wall.
Phase Al's back out. I assume this is for softs, and obviously most importantly getting rid of this 10-second penalty. Another set of mediums, so be interesting to know what tyre life is left on those mediums he's gone back to.
Only one.
It says
one. Is that his current set of 0?
Oh, it's fresh mediums.
Well in. Gonna back out. But yeah, should be able to catch back up. But Nana just come around as well, down into turn 1 of those new softs. This is going to be a very interesting end. Obviously 6 cars out right now. Front 6 all on hards. Johnny Cindy showed good pace in the early stages as well, so this could be good. You know, obviously track position is not that important really in Monza, in a way. Like if you've got the tyre advantage to then cut back through and get people on exits, obviously it's going to be a big DRS train, but at the same time, with the amount of passes that happen within the train, it's not that big of a deal really that he's 8 targets. He's just more looking over his shoulder and looking at if Kevin Cal gets the breach on them down on the restart.
And that would be what Johnny Sunday's going to hope for here. If Kevin Cal can get a Kookaburra, those 2 fight, and then he can just try push on, probably he's got this penalty to cut.
Oh, so yeah, Kurbo said he slipped, lost too much grip on his tyres and went into the wall. Just as the safety car, just as your strategy would have paid off, which is a shame. Safety car's in, late call for the safety car.
Very late, yeah. It caused a bit of chaos. I hope everyone's realising it's having to slow down suddenly.
Yeah, I was looking back, hope that.
Yeah, that's more like it, slow down. Here we go then, Johnny gets us going.
I wonder if the game limited John as well.
Restart.
Yeah, the game limited him.
Right on him.
Yeah, a bit of a botched restart. MightyBoo's under threat as well from Gromick behind. Big gap between the 2 Red Bull drivers. Gromick tries to go around the outside of MightyBoo. All contact between Taffy and Jono. Jono not giving him space on the exit. All contact between... Jono's in the wall.
What's happened to him?
He's been binned off, yeah. Cut across Gromick. Contact with Taffy.
Wing as well on that car.
And Troy out of all this, Troy's in the lead. Phase out of the race.
It's another safety car.
Oh my god.
That's going to work wonders then. So Jono's going to be able to limp around this lap, get this front wing change, and just get pressed off. Obviously, right to the back.
So that saved him. Obviously he's at the back, but at least he's in the fight still. So big moment in the championship there. Jono somewhat saved by the safety car, but he's now got 10 cars now between him and his championship rival. In amongst all that, then Troy cuts through into the lead out of nowhere. I don't even know how he positioned himself to be in the lead. I didn't even know what's happened to Faisal. 4 things happened witin the space of about 10 seconds there. No one said anything.
I would guess we'll also see Mido jumping as well, because Mido, with Jono pitting, won't lose anything.
So just chuck on the softs, yeah. I wonder if any of surely the people at the front don't pit.
I think you've made your decision last lap to stay out, but this time I think you have to burn it. I personally would have preferred the fresh tyres here, but...
Gingy Sundi's in.
Yeah.
Who's that as well? That's someone else coming in.
Manic
coming in.
Kevin Cal's in, Mido's in, and then Jono will be in because of the damage. So Ginny Sundi's really not going to lose out that much through that.
I don't know why Kevin Cal is in the box. Because he's having to double stack, and he's already on the softs. He's only had 2 laps put on those softs. I don't really see
don't
why
think
he's
there's
in the pit.
there.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, there's another front wing change
okay,
taking place. Yeah. Whether or not he was involved with phase out going, obviously we're only speculating.
Yeah.
We completely missed what happened to him, but whether or not it's come from that.
It's a very messy restart there. So, yeah, so just to recap then what happened. Taffy tried to go around the outside of turn 2 on Jono, got squeezed out, they kind of locked wheels, sent Taffy into the gravel. Jono went sideways, then he tried to recover the car, snapped across the track into the path of Gremic. Gremic then spun Jono off the track and into the wall, so just knocking events really, nothing Gremic could do, he just kind of had Jono barreling across the track again. But in amongst all that, the Red Bulls P3 and 4 home race for the Italians, living up to the hype and the pressure, somehow surviving and doing well. Have a quick look at position changes, but have a look at pit stops as well. Me just done 4 pit stops. Kevin
One of these races where qualifying's just gone completely out the window. Really.
Yeah. You're looking at Troy's up 13 positions because of just the absolute chaos that's happened. Massive. I assume we're going to do one more lap beyond the safety car as well. But,
he should have done one more lap last time as well, and that probably would have avoided half that happened. Johnny was just left up.
Yeah, Kookaburra up 13, Banana up 10 in a very topsy-turvy race for him, where he was a bit screwed with the strategies, and then left hanging on those mediums, went to the back, but managed to be saved by the safety car to then be brought back into the equation. He's sat beautifully in P7, right on the back of Kookaburra, so not a bad place to be. Mido down 5, but still in the mix after his good early pace. And Jono down 10, that's the big shock towards the back. Jono in the fight for the win then. Now sat right at the back, well, sat at the back with Kevin Cat, in between Kevin Cal and Manic, the 2 Alpines. So the question is, how much ground can he make? Because
with all the different tyre advantages across so much of the grid as well, it's going to be, I think, chaos in this.
Yeah.
Because you got the front 5 all on the hard, then you got the sort of a handful of people who are then on their 4-lap tyres, and then you got the fresh lot at the back.
Yeah.
Those on fresh and medium as well. Whether or not we've not left a fresh set of stocks, I don't know.
Yeah. I think based on what we've seen early doors, I think cooking that 3 behind, well, even the 4 you could say with Junji Cindy. I guess the only difference is he's behind the fresher tyres, but that front 3 of Kookaburra, Banana and Mido of the fresher tyre pack, you'd imagine they're going to try and get on the back. But Taffy's definitely been shown to be no slouch in this first race, showing very good pace in his first outing here in Turn 2.
I think this is what you're going to have. You're going to have people like Banana, like Junji Sunday, who are sort of, Mido, just behind Banana in between the two. It's like, how much fight is going to go on between these while they're trying to get the old hard?
Yeah.
But it's in this lap, so Troy's going to let it go nice and early.
Yeah, smart move just to build up that gap, because I think John slightly got caught on the limiter, and the game restricted his throttle. That's what caused Taffy to be all over him on that restart. But Troy trying to burn some fuel as well, revving in first gear. And how long he's going to take it. He's gone very early. Yeah. Up into 4th gear on his thing, slightly bogged his car down, but no wheel spin, so clean restart. But MightyBoo might fancy a move down into turn 1. Round the outside, Troy hugging that inside line, defending, marking his position on the track. Goes side by side through turn 1. MightyBoo clean overtake round the outside, so as the Red Bulls remain 3 and 4, Taffy P5. All contact between Banana. Banana just getting a bit too eager, and in amongst that, Mido then trying to pounce and fly past both of them.
They're always going to have it. It's just fighting between everyone with these different slots of tyres. There's contacts made. They try to almost go 3 wide in that second today.
Yeah, and Banana then cuts it. I wonder if he's been given a legal overtake, gone wide through the first Lesmo side.
He tried to return it. They come together and they both crashed. Well, they're going to stay in the race, but essentially
and Banana's reset the track as well. I wonder what's that going to happen with Mido, but that's just painful. Whether yeah, just reversing across the track. I mean, he's retired on track. Be very interested to see if that gets reported or what happened there, because it looked like Banana was trying to return the position, but tried to kind of doing it a bit of a shithouse way. So we'll see if that gets reported by Mido, or we'll see. But yeah, MightyBoo in the lead then. Troy P2, Taffy P3, followed by both of the Red Bulls. So in amongst that, Taffy's made the jump.
Swap as Troy took the lead back as well.
So in amongst all that chaos as well, Jono is right behind his teammate. He's managed to then cut through the couple of cars that have been caught in incidents, get past Manic, and he's up then to right behind his teammate. Whether he's going to try and make a move, he's slight gap to.
So that ticked off obviously for them to try work their way through, and now you've got, like you say, the situation where Jono now sort of just behind the field. How much infighting are they going to do with teammates? Oh, Kufra has gone into the back of Ingramic. Luckily not caused anything for the two, but
I wonder what's going to happen. Is there any team orders between? Yeah, is there going to be any team orders? Oh yeah, because Johnny Sunny's going for him.
Yeah.
Got another move for the lead up front. MightyBoo flies past Troy. Troy must have picked up a warning there, slid through that entry of Ascaru. Taffy's looking to pounce. Taffy doing a bit of an ERS drain to try and get around the outside of Troy. No, decides second. Yeah.
It's been an impressive debut for him.
Yeah, right in the mix. It's one of these drivers that, given the opportunity, he's going to be right in the mix then with all the front ends, whether he gets full-time seat in Tier 2 or keeps as a reserve and shows more of what he can do. But impressive first drive. Nice and tidy through turn 1. Kukura's smelling an opportunity. Oh, still very close through it. We've only got 11 cars. I've only just realised it. We've only still got 11 cars left in this race after Mido's retirement as well.
Which really hasn't worked how I thought it was going to. I mean, he might be able to make a move into the second screen now and go bold, but even then, he's sort of somewhat backing out. But he's essentially just pushing Ingramus along right now. He's going to try and get it done in the first Lesnar, and this time, he's noticed it.
Look at the gap opening up there between Campo and Kukura. And he's got no ERS really to close that gap in. Still obviously within the DRS 1 second buffer, but lost that momentum to slightly push upwards. So you've got going on to the penultimate lap now as we come through Power Road. Plenty can still change. Johnny Cindy's in a bit of an unfortunate situation here because the grid is so condensed at this stage still. Can't imagine he'd be scoring points despite just moving up to 7th past Gremrick. He might get 10th, depending on Banana's pace. But look at this fight for the lead. Full-way Camper's getting involved as well with a bit of a drain. Taffy's in the lead for now, anyway.
I don't think anyone wanted the lead on this lap.
No, Troy's been forced into the gravel and he's going to lose positions. Kukura swoops past him and it looks like Jono's going to get him as well. Yeah, so Troy's gone from that fight in the lead down to P6 and Jinji Cindy going to go for him as well. Oh, I don't think he's going to have enough momentum though. No overspeed. Jinji Cindy having just to tuck in behind Troy there in P7 still.
I think that was Taffy's chance there, he got up to about 8-9 gap, but he's lost it all, it seems, and that's it. Back into DRF, he runs right in the second Lesnar. Yeah, Kukura has now suddenly popped up into third then.
Yeah, and he's got a bit of a buffer behind Camper, so it looks like it could be a three-way fight for the lead then coming down onto the final lap. One last proper boost of DRS. Down into turn 1 and look at it, look how close it is.
No one's going to want the lead for the DRS, but that's the point of the problem here though.
Kukura needs to make sure he's not hampering himself getting past MightyBoo, and he has. Because look, Taffy's run down the road, I mean they should still be able to claw him in.
They get DRS somehow, I don't think it's going to matter. I think we'll see both of them fly past, and then the problem is, one into Ascaru,
it's not that crazy.
Go past it.
MightyBoo's going for it round the outside. Taffy's going to try and hang it round down the inside, overshoots though. Oh, and he's called a pile up, yeah, just overshot turn 1.
Let Kukura get through.
But can Taffy hold up? No real ERS advantage for Kukura behind. He's going to have to wait before Ascaru, really, isn't it? He's going to have to just try and stay tucked behind and then launch and attack. But he doesn't have a clean turn 4. Loses a bit of ground. 4/10 of gap.
As Jono's getting through into the first Lesnar or MightyBoo with the championship battle in the final podium spot. They're going to decide what's on second list and John's back out.
Yeah, brave move though, because he didn't want to risk a collision and then lose even more points. And he's just going to drain to try and get back past. Is Kookaburra close enough? He's not, but he's going to have good slipstream coming out. All wide from Taffy as well. He's got. Troy gets a 3 seconds. Kookaburra. I wonder if Kookaburra going to get a good enough run out of Parabolica to beat him on the line. It's going to be so close. He's right in his gearbox. He can see the wind go slightly wide though. I think it's going to be Taffy though. Taffy is going to be your
debut win.
Debut win for Taffy, the Italian Grand Prix. Wow. Kookaburra holds off to a brilliant P2. MightyBoo, championship leader, manages to extend his lead then over Jono after his title rival came just under 2/10 behind him. Wow, what a finish. P4 for John on screen, but wow. Unexpected, that's what we can say. Manic in the chat already saying he got a P7, good result. Points on the board for Manic at last. Once again, a V-carb and a kick on the podium. Slightly different drivers as usual though, as the Williams man of Taffy then claims his first victory in HOR in his first race. So potentially a new competitor has entered the equation. Whether he can pose a threat to the guys at the front for the next 5 races, we'll have to wait and see what his future holds, whether it's tier 1 or tier 2. I guess with considering a race like this, he was well within the mix. I see no reason why he can't really stay in tier 2, to be fair.
No, I think that was a fair draw. You know, he just looked one of the quicker ones here, as opposed to, you know, somebody who's absolutely walked this.
Flicking through the order. So yeah, there's your man then, Taffy winning. I'll quickly flick through actually as we've been through.
Top 5 almost within a second.
So yeah, if anyone gets post-race penalties, they're going to be screwed. I'll flick through the race director for anyone interested.
Be interesting to see how that fastest lap was set. It's very odd to see P19 who's gone out in the first couple of laps being given fastest lap.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct or not then, but
I will have to see. Yeah, I think to be fair, considering those guys were in that front train at one point, it might have been a little DRS boost and ERS dump that may have provided him like that. But yeah, I guess because I guess that's what on the medium tyres as well at the start of the race on heavy fuel lids.
Yeah. So.
Wow. On to tier 1 next. So I think Mr. Wildstorm is back with Constella, who's been gulagged today because of his terrorism last week up. So I think he should be in the booth instead of Cesar. But yeah, if you're interested in watching that, please stay around. That's in just under an hour. That's tier 1 hit the track in Monza as well. In terms of next week in tier 2, we have got
Singapore, isn't it?
Yeah, double check that. It is, yeah, Singapore. And I think at the moment there's a bit of rain in the air, so we'll have to see how that goes, obviously. Weather out on Tuesday, so bear that in mind. But yeah, until next week, if you're just interested in tier 2, goodbye.